graphic shows an aquaporin, a protein that was discovered by a Nobel Prize winner just a few years ago about how water works in our bodies and how important water is. You see, toxicity, the mediator of everything is water. And that now we know, Nobel Prize winners have proven how water actually gets into your body is the same way electrogenetics operates. It's all real simple. It's all positive and negative charges. The entire universe is a piezoelectric system. Piezoelectricity, positive, negative, proton, neutron, male, female, yin, yang. It's all simple. Computers work, 1 or 0, codes, all simple. So that's how health and life and spirituality are mediated, simply, HydroSonically. Sound on water. So this section deals with water as being the universal solvent. Tomorrow we'll talk about the original musical scale and sound. Ut, re, mi, fa, sol. Solve pollute in Latin. Solve the pollution. Solve the problem in English. The universal solvent is water. So this concept of water being the universal solvent, we're about to marry humanity's heart. Our loving intention to create lasting peace on earth, world health, and universal prosperity in all ways. Heralding what's already out there, all of the solutions to all the problems. You don't like petrochemical pollution? Great. Right now we can run all of our engines off of hydrogen fuel. Go on liveh2o.org right now. There's a beautiful video board there. You can click on several of the videos showing you how right now in Japan they're running automobiles completely off of water. Not partially, completely off of hydrogen fuel. Right now the propagandists are gearing up for the, quote, water wars. We're engaged with war against everything. Anti-this, anti-that, war against AIDS, war against drugs, war against cancer. Now it's water wars. Click on a video and watch researchers and experts in the field show you how you can actually get water out of the air, even in arid desert regions. So there's no need other than a political genocidal imposition to have dehydration and starvation affecting planet Earth. And it's not expensive technology compared to all the money that we're pouring down the drains, literally, in garbage intoxication. And you probably heard that the water pollution is so now high in levels of psychotropic drugs and antidepressants and antibiotics that your babies being born today are being hideously intoxicated from the get-go. Choice point. Can't go on, can't get any worse. I stopped over in New York on the way here. Front page of the New Yorker this week's New Yorker front page cover story is the extinction of the human race. It's a story, I read it, a story about frogs and various other species. How suddenly they're totally vanishing. Anyway, we've got these issues that we've got to face now, and the reality is that it's all about water. We're about to marry on this special weekend humanity's heart filled with love into the universal solvent, the liquid crystal superconductor, the creative juice of the universe. We're about to marry the frequency of 528 at the center of our hearts, that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you're in love. Is an energy. It's a spirituality. It's an essence. Therefore, it's a vibration. So we're going to marry that with the intention to bring on peace of earth, intention to bring on change in a positive way, to resolve this decimation of the population and this genocidal greed. So we're going to marry the human hearts with the universal solvent using the universal language, music, to produce the universal healer, love. Whether we're talking about growing incredible crops. You know, the 528 hertz frequency, I'll mention this again tomorrow. I'll go over this so you get it. You know, the heart, the center of your heart, is connected to this way through the center of the universe, because the whole universe is resonating through a musical mathematical matrix, at the center of which is 528. Fundamental to everything is 528 hertz frequency. And so this concept that the botanical world is mostly green, not by accident. Why would a baby leaf in spring come out greenish yellow consistently? Because it's reaching for the broadest spectrum of love capacity. It's reaching for the center of the electromagnetic color and sound spectrum, which is 528. So this concept of biosonics, we say we have food shortages and this shortage and that shortage. We need to war against this and a war against that. Hogwash! It's time we change the paradigm. It's over. It is so over. That's why I say it's not even end times now. It's not even the last act now. It's the after party, and you're all invited. Biosonics, plant growth. The plants grow like the size, like when you know what was happening during the ages of the dinosaurs, that was keeping the dinosaurs healthy. Huge plants, humongous botanical capability, growth capacity. And this is the same understanding that we now have. So let's get on with it. Let's make that choice. Let's move ahead. Everything from being all that we can be, the suppressed biotechnologies. I have a friend who's in jail right now. He was just incarcerated for 120 years. His name is Jim Folsom. He's the most advanced, wonderful, full-hearted, beautiful Christian man who I've ever met, who's contributed his whole life and all of his money to Rife technology, advancing machines, electromagnetic bioenergetic frequency generators that have miraculous healing capabilities. He just went to jail for 120 years. He refused to do a plea bargain. He refused to, for $250, settle and say, yes, he practiced medicine without a license and made false claims. He didn't want to do that because in America, he is a political prisoner. But it's not just an American political imposition. It is a global cartel that's behind this.